Just, you know, too tough to guard West when he catches at that spot. You're not going to block his shot every time. They go right back to him, George, and he atones for the earlier block.
Chris Paul and Will Bynum each with 6 assists. There's Will with the basketball. Gets inside Paul. Dishes to Tayshaun. Gunning for 3, and it's through. Another Will Bynum setup. Tayshaun stays hot. He scored 20.
He penetrated that zone, forced the defense to collapse, kicked it out to the right man. Recognition basketball by Will Bynum.
David West in the post. Oh! Powers his way in for the score. Ben talking with Mike Callahan. He made his point. See what happens next time West posts up. He got a little physical there. Ben screens for Will, but Will's the one who hits the deck. Chris Paul to Okafor for the dunk. And the Pistons will take a timeout with 4:41 to play in the third. 66-59 now, Hornets. Here's what happened.
Whoa.
Yeah, Will ran right into Ben's backside.
Former U of D standout Willie Green and the Hornets with a 7-point lead over the Pistons here midway through the third quarter. Before the game, Green told me that he had some 40 family and friends in the house to watch him play tonight, but for the first time in his NBA career, they won't be watching him in a Philadelphia 76ers uniform. That's right. Green spent the first 7 years of his career in Philly, but he told me he was shocked when he got word that he had been traded to New Orleans about a month before the season began. Green said the Sixers management was up front, told him he was going to a better situation. Green then talked to head coach Monty Williams after the deal. Williams told him the Hornets had been after him for quite some time and that he would be a great fit for their club, which has turned out to be exactly the case. Now, Green told me once his initial reaction wore off, he welcomed the opportunity to go to a perennial playoff contender and has found a nice home in New Orleans. In an ironic twist, New Orleans head coach Monty Williams played alongside Green in Green's rookie season in Philly and took Green under his wing, showing him the ropes in the NBA. Now he's doing so as his head coach. George and Greg, back to you.
If you look at Monty and Randy Ayers and Michael Malone, a couple of his key guys on the New Orleans bench. Monty played for Digger Phelps and for John McLeod. Wonderful gentleman and great NBA coach at Notre Dame. Will Bynum with a shot, and he sticks it.
You know, I'm okay with these outside shots now because all of them seem to be preceded by some penetration. Tayshaun that time inside kicking out. George, as long as you can make the defense collapse and then kick out, it's a good shot. And that's all you're asking for, good shots.
66-62 New Orleans. West shot blocked by Ben, pulled down by Tayshaun. Just under 4 to play in the third. 66-62 New Orleans. Will cut a deep bounce it to Tayshaun. Kicked out of bounds by the Hornets.
Now into the Detroit 54, J.C. Maxiel for number 6, Benoit.
Jason Maxiel for Big Ben.
And he needs to come in and stay every bit as physical on David West as he was on Blake Griffin in the game against the Clippers, George. You may remember he was able to body him quite a bit and keep him uncomfortable for stretches of that game.
Turnover Pistons just now. Will Bynum's throw into the corner, out of bounds. Chris Paul bounces to West. Against Charlie V, couple of pump fakes to the baseline. Half hook and he hit it.
And he got the score.
21 for David West. Not a rebounding machine. Averages 7. He has 5. 3 and 12 to play in the third. 68-62 New Orleans. Tayshaun with the drive. Gunning on the run. Got it. 22 for number 22. There's Paul inside. Jason Smith swatted by Tayshaun. Tries again. Swatted again. Tayshaun doing his thing.
6'9", going against 7 feet, and 6'9" wins. But how about this drive? Look at Tayshaun. Looked like a left-handed Dr. J there, George, taking it off the dribble with the one hand.
There's a block.
And then getting back and getting a hand on Jason Smith's shot and denying him at point-blank range. Charlie B helping out as well.
Nice job by Charlie. Here's West with a shot off the heel. Leaping rebound, Ben Gordon. Will works the wing. Pistons go inside to Jason Maxiell. Too deep, and he tried to go outside with a pass. Picked off by Paul. Inside to Ariza, and Charlie V's got to foul him to stop him. Third on Charlie.
Didn't look like Jason Maxiell was ready to receive that basketball. It came in quickly. He was wide open if he could have gone straight up with it.
Ariza at the line. Best way to secure your seat at the Palace, a Pistons 5-pack. That's 5 games for the price of 4, and you can build your own 5-pack right now at Pistons.com or just call the Palace at 248-377-0100. Ariza got a split. 69-64 New Orleans.
Just staying within striking distance if you're the Pistons, and maybe that's what you need to do in a game like this where you've got so many people out. Even though you're on your home floor, you just want to stay in it to keep yourself as a chance.
Will Bynum got himself out of a trap, and the Pistons end up getting DeJuan Summers a dunk. DeJuan getting a chance. Took the dish from Jason Maxiell. Willie Green cross court to Chris Paul. Quick feed, he got Jason Smith an easy one.
Can't lose the 7-footer there, right underneath the basket, guys.
71-66 New Orleans. Will delivers to Charlie V for the long gun. Long rebound to Ariza on the run. Gives it up to Paul, Smith screen. Paul from the wing. In and out and back in again. Chris Paul with 11 and 8 assists. 7-point Hornets lead. A minute now and 10 to play in the third. Will to the lane, lost the handle. Willie Green gets Chris Paul a bunny.
Yeah, George, we saw this at the end of the second quarter. Now it's happening here at the end of the third quarter where the Pistons have played so well, but then a few turnovers and maybe a couple of tough shot attempts are allowing the Hornets to surge again.
Will penetrates out to DeJuan Summers. Guns for 3 and it's through. DeJuan Summers, not the least bit nervous.
That was so important. You had
that's a huge hoop.
Oh, it's a big hoop because you had the Hornets poised to go up double digits again.
Willie Green gives it up to West. Topside Chris Paul all alone for the triple try. Bang! It's through for 3. 16 for Chris Paul. 78-69 Hornets.
Well, you said it best. He can score. He doesn't look to score a lot, but responsible for their last 5 points.
He just looks to win, doesn't he, Greg?
Yep, that's what he does.
Will Bynum with the drive, and Chris Paul bodied him all the way. Will hits the deck. Willie Green also there and tripped him.
Will Bynum has taken some bumps in this game, and he's the Pistons' only point guard available.
7.4 seconds to play.
Willie coming
in the third. That was a foul that the Hornets had to give. Will picks himself up off the deck. Ben Gordon takes the inbound pass. Now he'll gun for 3. And it's through! Got his own against Willie Green. Chris Paul late with the shot. Well, the Pistons get up off the deck and close the third the way they wanted to and needed to. It's now 78-72 Hornets after 3. You're watching Pistons basketball from the Palace on Fox Sports Detroit, presented by Bell Tire. Trying to rock around the Christmas tree here. With Automotion leading the way. They were down 9 with a minute left in the third, closed it within 6. Getting it done. Ben Gordon with 9, Tayshaun with 9. As the Pistons actually outscored New Orleans 31-27 in the third. Shooting 7 for 13, 54%. In the second half, the Pistons with 7 triples. 1 for 6 in the first half.
George, the 31 points in the third. Their best third quarter of the season.
Juwan Summers on the court to start the fourth with Jason Maxiell, Charlie V, Ben Gordon, and Tayshaun. And getting inside to score, Charlie V, that's a huge hoop. Now it's a 4-point game.
Pistons zoning, they showed it late in the quarter.
Whoop, losing the handle in a crowd is Thornton. Ben Gordon will make him pay. BG lays it up, plays it in. And the Pistons draw within 2.
It's a fun basketball game. You know, it'll be really interesting to see if the Pistons can get over the top because they've been fighting uphill the entire game practically.
Thornton, Willie Green, Jason Smith, and Jarrett Jack. For New Orleans, and Willie Green gets a big-time basket there. David Anderson in the game as well for New Orleans. Willie Green with 7. It's 81-76 Hornets. 10:44 to play. Tayshaun gives it up to Juwan Summers. A triple try through for 3.
Got to be impressed with guys who are stepping up, who weren't even in uniform, like Juwan Summers. He's played very well scoring the basketball since coming onto the floor.
Jarrett Jack into the paint. Thornton with the basketball. They still got plenty on the clock here. It's a 10. Willie Green with a shake, up with a jumper, off the rim. Summers fighting for the rebound and loses it out of bounds. He and Jason Maxiell right there on the basketball.
Once again, George, ball goes inside, out. Look at all the room and time that Juwan Summers has to line that jumper up. And he's true on it. Inside out. Really helps an outside shooter.